Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to start with we are going to continue with exercise 8.2. You can take page number 125 in your NCERT textbook. Okay, you can take page number 125. So we are going to continue from the 8th problem. Okay, so in this exercise we have to recall the discount percentage, the discount, then GST, VAT, like about taxes we have learned, that and all we have to recall it. Okay, we are going to start from the 8th problem. The price of a TV is rupees 13,000. So what is the actual price of a TV? It is 13,000. The sales tax charged on it at the rate of 12%. So what is the tax they are charging? The tax is 12% of this TV amount. Okay, find the amount that Vinod will have to pay if he buys it. Okay, listen children, the price of TV is 13,000. I told you when you are paying the amount, when we are when it is added in the, when you are paying the amount, you will pay the price of that commodity along with the tax. Both you will together, you will pay it as the amount to the shop. Okay, so they are saying that the price of the TV is 13,000. Okay, the price of a TV is 13,000. Yes. So what is the sales tax? Sales tax is 12% of the cost of TV. Correct? Yes. Sales tax is nothing but 12% of the cost of TV. So sales tax will be 12% of cost of TV is 12% means 12 by 100 of multiplication cost of TV. Yes, sales tax is nothing but 12% of cost of TV. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. 12, 13, 3 2s are 6, 3, 2, 1, 1, 5, 6, 0. So what will be your sales tax amount? The tax amount alone, sales tax alone will be 1,560 rupees. You should pay it. So what is the cost of TV? 13,000. Okay. Sales tax is nothing but it is 12% of the cost of TV. So what is the amount paid in the shop? Total amount. Okay. Total amount paid in the shop is equal to cost of TV plus sales tax. Yes, when you are when we are considering the sales tax, you will add that in the price which you are paying at the last, sales price. Okay, so cost of TV is nothing but 13,000. Sales tax is 1,560 rupees. So 13,560 rupees. 0, 6, 5, 4, 1. So total amount paid in the shop is 14,560 rupees. So 14,560 rupees at a whole you have paid in the shop. So this is your price of the TV in the shop. Along with that you will add the sales tax. So sales tax is nothing but 12%. About 12% of 13,000 you will get as 1,560 rupees. Both if you add and you will give to the shop. Understood? Next is your 9th problem. What is the question? Arun bought a pair of skates at a sale where discount given was 20%. Okay, Arun bought a pair of skates. Skates, you know, skating shoe, right? Bought a pair of skates at a sale where the discount given was. Discount percentage is given. What they have given? Discount percentage. Okay, if the amount he pays is rupees 1,600, find the marked price. So what is this 1,600? It is the sale price. We should find the marked price. Okay, we have to find the marked price of that skating shoe. Along with that, they have deducted few percentage of the amount, which is the discount. So after deducting, you have paid 1600 for that skating shoe. So what is the relation between sale price, market price and discount? What is the relation? Do you have any formula related to these three? Discount is equal to sale price, marked price minus sale price, correct? If you subtract these two, marked price and sale price, if you subtract it, you will get the discount amount. Yes? Do you know, you have to find what price? You have to find the marked price. You know the sale price. Do you know the discount amount? No. The discount percentage alone has given. Discount percentage amount as percentage alone has given. The discount amount is not given. Yes? You want to find discount, and this is already known. The sale price is already known. Marked price we have to find, but that can be found at last. We can find it last. But before that, you want to find discount. Only discount percentage is given. Yes. So this discount is actually we are facing it in the we are facing the discount in marked price. Correct? The discount is actually phased in marked price only. Okay, so in this marked price only we are deducting the discount to find the sale price. Yes, that is the actual meaning. So we cannot find the 20% of marked price is nothing but discount. We cannot find like this because you don't know marked price itself. So how you will find the discount? So it is difficult. Did you understand? See, 20% of the marked price is nothing but our discount amount. So if you want to find the discount amount, we can find 20% of marked price. You will get the discount amount. But here, you don't know marked price itself. So how you will find the discount? So this possibility, there is no possibility to find like this. So we are going to find the next possibility. Do you have one more formula? Discount percentage is equal to discount divided by marked price into 100. Yes, do you know this formula? Discount percentage is equal to discount by marked price into 100. So using this formula, we are going to find something. Okay, or you can find from this itself. Anyway, okay, so wait, we'll go, first we'll write the discount percentages. Given what is the discount percentage? Discount percentage is 20%. Then sale price is equal to rupees 1600. Sale price is equal to 1600. So we have two possibilities is there. You can either use this or this one. Even if you find through this, you can find the answer. No problem. It is easy only. But you should think on answer it, that's all. Okay. So now we should find the marked price, correct? We should find the marked price. So I am taking, let marked price be X. Okay. So what they have told you, what is the relation between marked price, sale price and discount? Discount is equal to marked price minus sale price. Marked price minus sale price. You don't know marked price, so that I have taken it as X. You have taken discount as 20% of marked price. So therefore, discount is equal to 20% of marked price will be your discount. So 20 by 100 of multiplication, what is marked price? X. See children, you can find it, but if you take it as X only, you will get the answer. So that's why I told you this possibility is somewhat difficult. But here you can substitute you don't know discount, marked price also X, discount percentage 20, you can find it. Anything. Here 20% of market price, so I am using this concept, so which you will understand more clearly. Discount is nothing but our 20% of market price. 20 by 100 into x. 0 0 cancel, 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are. So 1 by 5 of x will be your discount. Okay, so what is your discount, children? Discount value is 1 by 5x. So what is your marked price value? X. Marked price is x, discount is 1 by 5x. So can we find the sale price? Sorry, can we find this concept? I am taking that as equation 1. So if you can substitute it directly to this. Discount is equal to, I am writing equation from equation number 1. Discount is equal to marked price minus sale price. What is the discount? 1 by 5x. Correct? Discount is nothing but 1 by 5x. What is the marked price? X. Minus what is the sale price? 1600. So I told you we have to segregate all the x together. So 1 by 5x is nothing but x by 5. 1 into x by 5 is equal to x minus 1600. So I am bringing this 1600 towards next side, that x by 5 towards another side, because I am bringing all the variables and constants everything together. So 1600 is equal to x minus x by 5, because x by 5 if it go that side it becomes minus x by 5. 1000 minus 6600 go this side, it becomes plus 1600. So 1600 is equal to into 5 into 5. So 5x minus x divided by 5. Now 1600 is equal to 5x minus x is 4x divided by 5. Now I am bringing this 5 towards next side. 1600 into 5 is equal to 4x. Now I am bringing this 4 towards next side. 1600 into 5 is equal to x divided by 4, because this multiplication 4 go that side becomes division. 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 0 0, 4 fives are 20, 0 0 by x. So x value is nothing but 20,000. Okay, x value is nothing but rupees 20,000. So what is the x we have taken in the problem? X value is nothing but marked price. So therefore the marked price is equal to rupees 2000. So it is marked as 2000 rupees. So after deducting 20% of the discount amount, we are paying 1600 for that skating shoe. Okay, children. So if you are substituting in this, I told you this thing is somewhat difficult. So but I have solved using this method only, 20% of marked price. So I have taken marked price as x. So using this x itself I have found the discount. Then I have substituted the discount, marked price, sale price. In that I found the value of x. So we got the value of marked price. So if you use this formula, discount percentage is equal to discount by marked price into 100. Discount percentage is 20. Is equal to discount you don't know divided by marked prices x into 100. So if you solve somewhat like that, if you bring everything together and you can find the x value. Understood? This is one of the way where I have used this method to find it. Understood? So first you should know the formula what should be used, whether to use this formula or this anything. Better you use this, or you can use this also, no problem. Okay, so main thing is this one. You after getting everything, you substitute in this and find the answer. Understood? Next is your 10th problem. What is the question? I purchased a hair dryer for rupees 5,400. Okay, including 8% VAT. Okay, I have purchased a hair dryer for this rupees. In this itself, they have added the VAT amount, value added tax. Find the price before VAT was added. So we should find the amount for before that VAT was added. Okay, so we'll write the amount. Okay, so amount of hair dryer after amount of hair dryer after VAT was added. After VAT was added is equal to rupees 5,400. Yes, amount of hair dryer after VAT was added is rupees 5,400. So what is the VAT percentage? VAT is equal to 8%. Yes, what is the value added tax percentage, children? It is 8%. VAT percentage is 8% actually. Okay, so what is the actual meaning now? If the cost of the commodity, okay, cost of hair dryer is 100 rupees, then cost of the hair dryer after adding VAT is 108 rupees. So cost of hair dryer is 100 rupees. Okay, if it is 100 rupees, then cost of hair dryer after adding VAT, okay, after adding 8% VAT is equal to rupees 108. Okay, if the cost of the hair dryer is 100 rupees, then cost of hair dryer after adding 8% of VAT will be 108 rupees. That is the meaning of this. Okay, so here what is the cost of hair dryer after VAT is added? 5,400 rupees. So what will be the cost? We should find it. Okay, so for 1 rupee how much it is, then for 5,400 rupees how much it is, that we should find it. Okay, the same thing I am going to write it. Okay, I am going to write it in a reverse manner. Cost of hair dryer after adding 8% VAT is equal to rupees 100. Okay, so that time the cost of hair dryer will be rupees 100. Okay, so this will be after adding VAT, this will be before adding VAT. Okay, so now we should find when it is 1 rupee, the cost of hair dryer will be 100 by 108. Okay, so cost of hair dryer after adding VAT is 1 rupee, means cost of hair dryer before adding will be will be rupees 100 by 108. Okay, see children, cost of hair dryer after adding VAT is 1 rupee, means this 108 will come divided to this. So cost of hair dryer before adding will be 100 by 108. Now the same thing, cost of hair dryer after adding VAT is rupees 5,400, means cost of hair dryer before adding will be, okay, see, cost of hair dryer after adding VAT is 5,400 rupees, means cost of hair dryer before adding will be 100 by 108 into 5,400. Okay, see here, 100 by 108, so 100 by 108 into 5,400. So can we divide this? If anything possibilities is there, 5 4s are 20, 4, 5. Okay, so 1 times 50 times. Okay, 50. So 1 times 50 times 100 into 50, 5,000. So before that VAT is added, the cost of the hair dryer was 5,000 rupees. Okay, before it was marked as 5,000 rupees. After the VAT percentage of 8,000 is added, the cost of the hair dryer will be rupees 5,400. Understood? So listen children, the main thing you have to do is the cost of the hair dryer will be 100 rupees, but after adding the VAT it will become 108 rupees. Okay va? So next I am writing it in exchanged manner. So when it is 108 rupees after adding VAT, the actual cost of the hair dryer will be 100 rupees. So in this, if it is 1 rupee, cost of hair dryer before adding the VAT will be 100 by 108. Then if it is after adding VAT is 5400, then before adding VAT will be 100 by 108 into 5400 rupees. Okay, then after cancelling you will get 5000 rupees, which is the actual cost of hair dryer before adding VAT, before adding the VAT. Understood? Next is your 11th problem. An article was purchased for rupees 1239 including GST of rupees of 18%. So in this amount itself, this is the amount which we are paying to the shopkeeper, and we are buying the thing. In that itself the GST is added. So what is the amount of GST added? They didn't give you the amount, they just given the percentage of GST, how much it is added. Find the price of the article before GST was added. That we should find it. Price of the article before that GST. What is the original price which is marked in that shop? So by seeing that only we will purchase it. After purchasing only they will add the GST. Yes. So now I am going to write the solution for this problem. Cost of an article. Cost of an article after adding GST is equal to rupees 1239. Cost of an article after adding GST is 1239. So GST percentage is equal to 18%. So what is the percentage? 18% of GST is included in this. Okay. So now we should find the price of the or cost of an article before GST was added. So what is the actual meaning of this means? If cost or price of an article is 100 rupees, cost or price of an article is 100 rupees, then price of an article after GST is added will be rupees 118. Okay. If price of an article is usually 100 rupees means, then price of an article after GST is added will be 118 rupees. This is the meaning. Okay, usual price is 100 rupees. Now marked price 100 rupees. Now after adding GST it will be 118 rupees. Okay. So now we'll go to the next thing. So I'm going to write it exchange. Okay. Price of an article after GST is added is equal to rupees 118. Then price of an article before GST is added will be 100 rupees. Okay, price of an article after GST is added is 118 rupees, means GST of price of an article before GST is added is 100 rupees. Okay, so next we have to find for 1 rupee. Okay, so price of an article after GST is added is 1 rupee, means then price of an article before GST is added will be See, price of an article after GST is added is 1 rupee. Means here 118 has become 1 rupee. So what will this become? 100 by 118 rupees. So then price of an article before GST is added is 100 by 118 rupees. Okay. So now we should find what is the price of an article after GST is added for 1239 rupees. Okay. Price of an article after GST is added is rupees 1239 rupees. This is what given in the question. So for this only we should find the actual price of the article. Okay. So price of an article after GST is added is rupees 1239. So instead of this 1 rupee, it has become 1239 rupees. Then price of an article before GST is added is equal to rupees 1239 into 100 by 108. See, this 100 by 108 has become 1239 into 100 by 118. Okay, now we should cancel this. We should find some possibility to cancel. Wait, we'll do some cancellations in 2 table. Okay, 2 5s are 1, 2 9s are 2 6s are 2 1s are oh, so this is not possible, sorry. 2 5s are 0. Okay, anything, any other thing is possible here? Any 1239 with 59, can we do any cancellation? Other than this, we cannot cancel anything. So we'll multiply this 1 2 3 9 into 5. 9 5s are 45, 5 3s are 15, 19, 1 5 2s are 10, 11, 6. So you're getting rupees 61950 divided by 59. Okay, 61950 divided by 59. So you have to divide it. Okay, so we can take here 61950 divided by 51. So 1 times 51, remainder 2. Again you are bringing 9. So 29, it is divisible by 59? No, 0. So you will insert 1 more. Okay, 59 into 5, what is the answer? 59 into 5 is 9 5s are 45, 5 5s are 25, 25, 29. Yes, so 59 into 5 is 295. 9 5s are 45, 5 5s are 25, 25, 29. Okay, correct. Appo 0 you are getting it. Here that 0 will go. So what is the answer you are getting? 1050. Okay, so what is the actual answer? Rupees 1050 is the price of an article before GST is added. So after GST is added, it is 1239 rupees. Okay, so the main thing is the GST amount only. 100 rupees it will be before GST is added, then 118 it will become after GST is added. So after this you will find for 1 rupee, which is nothing but 100 by 118. So 1239 into 1239 into 100 by 118, cancelling it. Then after multiplying these two, divide by 59, you will get 1050 rupees. Understood? So today's class we have discussed about exercise 8.2 few problems. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.